I wanted to share with you today what a typical course of a 6-month coaching package looks like for my clients. A lot of people have a lot of confusion over are you going to give me a diet plan? Are you going to give me a workout plan? Are you going to tell me what to do? And my answer to that is no, I'm not going to do that. And then they settle down and they were like, well, what are you going to do? Here's what it typically looks like. Most of my clients who start with a 6-month package, I used to do 3-month packages. I still do them occasionally, but I find that most of the work that we do just simply takes 6 months. The first month is spent really digging into who you are and what you really want for your life. My clientele is about 75% women. So I do have about 25% men. And when you break us all down, we're all humans and we all want the same thing, right? We want to love and belong, and we live in fear of losing our loving and belonging. I mean, when we break it all down, that's sort of where we're at. But I'm going to talk, and hopefully you can relate, whether you're a man or a woman. When we start our first month together, we start peeling off who are you and what do you want. So many of us have no idea who we are or what we want. We know what our spouse wants from us, what our coworkers wants from us, what society expects for us, what our mama did, what our children need from us. But we actually have not spent a lot of time looking at wait, who am I? And why do I want my health? What do I want to do with it? Who do I want to be in the world? What does that look like? And we spend about a month really getting that cultivated, taking off some old beliefs, looking at some actions and choices that don't fit us anymore. And we very carefully drop in little actions. So the first month really looks like a lot of self-discovery and actions that keep what we want close to us. So I don't know if you've ever had this experience, but I know I have. I've had this conversation with a friend or whatever, and it's this fabulous conversation about what the future is going to be and what I can do, and if I were really in all my power and beauty, what I'd be doing. The excuses have laid aside. I've cut through all the BS. It's yay, go team. And then 2 days later, I bump into that friend at the coffee shop and I'm like, yeah, I'm back to the, doing the same old, same old. It doesn't stick. You can cultivate those feelings of oh, this is the vision that I want for my life. But visions don't stick without doing a little something to keep it close. So typically in that first month of coaching, we are doing a lot of discovery of who you are and what you want in your life. And then we're putting actions in that keep that ideal close to your reality here. And for some people, it looks like I've had a client who picked a seashell because it reminded her of a day that she was on the beach and she felt beautiful and at peace and in nature and connected and healthy, and she loved that feeling. So she had a seashell to remind her of that. I've had clients make a playlist. I've had clients make a Post-it note on their mirror. I've had clients use pictures of themselves that remind them who they are when they really have an experience of themselves that is powerful and capable and at peace, maybe even joyful. So those are the kinds of actions typically that come out of that first month. Then we get into maybe month 2 or 3. And everybody's a little bit different, right? Some people are really open to seeing themselves honestly. Some people need a little bit more time to look at the honesty piece because maybe they don't love themselves quite as much. Maybe they've got a louder critical, voice in their brain. Maybe they can hear their mom saying like, are you really going to eat that? Or are you really going to wear that? Or, whatever it is. And so we want to be gentle and kind with those things. And now we're starting to really look at your goals. Okay, well, if this is your ideal vision for yourself, and this is how you're going to keep that alive and well for you, what goals might get you there? Now, this is all an experiment. We don't know if these goals are going to get you to that ideal place of peace and empowerment. We don't, but we've got to start somewhere. So we start making these goals that we think will get us there. And then we start dropping in more actions. So we've got maybe one action now that we're just trying out, still low-hanging fruit, the ones that we are pretty sure we can do. And we're trying them out. That tests so many things. It tests your motivation. It tests your systems in your household. Does your spouse, does eating dinner with your spouse and kids support that action and support that goal? Well, it might not. I don't know, maybe your family likes to eat at 9:30 and you're trying to go to bed at 10 and your sleep sucks and you need to address that. Well, we might try an action that doesn't work. So finding those month 2 and 3 is all about like just trying an action, and maybe it's working, maybe it's not. Maybe we're tweaking it. Maybe we love it. Maybe we did it great for 2 weeks, but now we're off the wagon because work came in really hard and now we're having to get back on. Right? So months 2 and 3 are really an experiment in our actions. And we're still working mindset, staying close to who we really want to be.